All right. Good evening, everyone. It's almost good night or good morning. It's almost 11 o'clock on Monday evening. This is April 12th. And just wanted to give everyone a quick update on what we can expect during the overnight hours tonight. I think the one concern that we have is the hail potential, and I would say that the hail potential is not great, but we have had some storm development happen the last, I'd say 10 or 15 minutes out west of us, and so I wanted to kind of give everyone an update on what we can expect overnight. So let's take a closer look at what the radar is showing us, and I'm going to put this in motion. As you can see, not much was happening until about 30 minutes ago, and you see this pretty good development of thunderstorms in the Abilene area, northeast of Abilene. And you can see from some of those hail contours that, we're starting to see some of these storms produce hail. Now, it's one of those situations to where this is not something that's going to be softball size or anything like that by any means. But by the same token, it's something that we definitely want to keep an eye on during the overnight hours. I think what it means for us is that you're seeing this development occur in this area here, and you can kind of see little attempts here that luckily hasn't been able to, this precipitation hasn't been able to really reach the ground, which is good. It doesn't mean that we couldn't see some of that down the road, but it's something that just bears watching, that's for sure. Now, it's one of those things that, is it something to be overly concerned about? I wouldn't say that, but it's just something to keep an eye on. I think the biggest hailstones we've seen out there so far has been 1.25 inches, I think, if I remember right. And you can kind of, yeah, there you go. You can see that little orange contour right there. That's definitely something that particular storm had a pretty good hail core in it. So again, I don't think it's going to be a widespread situation, but it's something that I just want everybody to be aware of during the overnight hours. Hopefully we won't be woken up by any of that, but we certainly could be. All right, so let's see what Storm Prediction Center says about hail. So in this case, the hail potential is 5%. That's really what it's been at most of the day. You may remember earlier in the day that was closer to 15% the yellow, but that's definitely dialed back down to 5%. And as far as the overall severe weather potential, we're in the marginal risk, so that's pretty common and pretty consistent with what we see with the 5% hail percentage, so that's pretty consistent. And the other thing I want to show is the satellite picture, and so this kind of gives a graphic illustration of the development we're seeing out west of us. So you can see, again, just a couple hours ago, there wasn't anything out near Abilene, and then you have this pretty rapid development of thunderstorms. And you can see the motion there that's going to take it to the east northeast. So I think eventually, it'll get much closer to Dallas Fort Worth. So you're talking from a timing standpoint. You're talking, most likely after midnight. I don't think it'd be anything before that. But now, again, let's go back to the radar here. See if I can get this to pull up here. And let me take graphics off there. Okay, so as I was talking about before, earlier, you did see some storm development try to get going in this area. That's didn't really amount to much, thankfully. And then you're trying to see some development up here near Montague, and that's Montague County, and that's, again, not really going anywhere. All right, let's see if we can go a little bit closer, get you a little bit better view. And so while that's doing that, I am going to see, I don't see, my comments aren't showing up. So let me see if I can pull those up another way. And while it's doing that, because I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And I probably am. Okay, so okay, I did see Leslie. Too tired to put the hail protector on. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't know if you really need that. Unfortunately, I probably just jinxed you by saying that. But anyway, hopefully I didn't. But yeah, it's it's one of those things that it's kind of like getting your car washed. If you want it to rain, you wash your car. So with that, let me check one more thing here. Let's see. Check this out here. All right. Don't see. Okay. So let me zoom back in here on. Let me stop this. Okay, so let's take a little bit closer look at these storms. And again, I want to show this because it just gives you an idea of, what we can expect. So you see these storms, and of course, unfortunately, there's a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for these storms. But again, that's because of hail. But you see these storms, and you get these purple hail cores here, and that's going to be pretty common. That's what we want to watch out for. Now, let's see if we pull this warning up. Yeah, $half size. So that's 1.25 inches in that storm. And this particular storm is hail to 1 inch. So again, the reason I wanted to come on real quick before everybody went to bed was just to kind of give everybody an idea of what you could expect overnight. So again, let's put this in motion here. So I think what we can expect is we can definitely expect the possibility anyway of seeing some thunderstorms. Some could produce hail. And of course, in this case, some of them are producing hail over 1 inch. I think for the most part, that'll be the exception rather than the rule. But it's just something that we just can't, we just can't, eliminate from the conversation. So that's why I wanted to come on real quick before everyone went to bed to kind of show you that graphically. So the bottom line is this: if you want to, be prepared for weather overnight, I don't think there's anything much to be prepared for as far as to do. It's just more of an awareness that you might hear some lightning, or you might see lightning, hear some thunder, and then of course if you did hear some of that, then don't be shocked if you see some hail. Hopefully not. Again, I don't think you're talking about the real damaging type of hail, but it's just something that you definitely want to keep be aware of overnight. And if you do have something that you want to protect, it might not be a bad idea to bring it in. With that, it's a little after 11 o'clock. Time to sign off for me. But again, just watch these storms overnight. If you get woken up, I don't think it's going to be anything too alarming. But again, just something to be aware of. As always, I'm watching weather, so you don't have to. Everyone have a great evening, what's left of it, and we will talk to you soon. And as always,